Many people read papers every day, but how many people actually recycle them? How many people drink a bottle of water throughout the day and then throw them in the trash can instead of being recycled? This is a problem in today's culture. Too many people don't recycle, and it's slowly killing the earth. When you throw your trash away instead of recycling, it's like throwing it on the ground outside. That's why I'm here to tell you about the problem and how you can help. We have a big problem on our hands with the trash buildup on the earth. In America, trash buildup has increased in capacity by 22 million tons just in the past year. In America today, 55% of 250 tons of solid waste end up in our landfills. That is terrible for the environment, for our planet, since this continues to be a problem not only in America but all over the world. Engineering practices and experimental programs have been set in place to capture the methane gas that landfills produce and turn it into a significant energy resource, and they reduce methane emissions into the atmosphere. Solid waste landfills are up to the third largest source of the human-related methane emissions. It is good for these programs to be set in place. It already helps existing programs of the landfills, but there are ways for us to be able to reduce the amount of trash that actually reach the landfills, and that is recycling. Recycling is more than just throwing recycled goods in bins. There are a lot that goes into recycling. Recycling is a very detailed process. The most common goods we can recycle are newspaper, cardboard, aluminum, steel, glass, and plastics. Several of these items, like aluminum and steel, you can sell by the pound to a middleman. I know a lot of people are thinking, what am I supposed to do? There are various ways to make a difference. We all have to take a stand on what we think is right and what we know is right. What is recycling, you say? It is when you reduce, reuse, and recycle all of our household items you can. Reduce means to decrease any unnecessary and wasteful purchases. To help decrease the amount of waste you use and to decrease pollutants. Pollutants are when chemicals are released into the water and the air. Reuse is when you take care of your stuff and then use it as many times as you can before you discard it or even donating it. By recycling, we can make products from our recycled materials. Recycling is a process. It is the collection process and manufacturing. Let's take a look at what happens after you recycle newspapers and plastics. When newspapers are recycled, they go through a chemical process that separates the water films from the ink after becoming washed and going through the series of cleaning screens that flatten the fibers. After the fibers are flattened, then it is dried, and the paper is able to be reused. The plastic material is shredded, balled up, and then shipped off to a processing plant. There, the plastic is melted and remolded into new products. For example, flower pots, toys, drainage pipes, and many more products can be made from plastic. When you throw a can on the ground, it's like pouring 6 ounces of gasoline out. Last year in itself, America recycled enough cans to conserve the energy for more than 15 million barrels of oil. 1 million tons of steel recycled saves 1.3 tons of iron, 718,000 tons of coal, and 62,000 tons of limestone. It can also save energy. It requires more energy to manufacture a brand new aluminum can than it does to recycle 20 cans. Recycling brings together the community by people working together, sharing ideas and supporting each other. When you recycle, you create jobs. Over 10,000 tons of waste incinerated can create 6 different jobs. When you recycle everything, you create 36 jobs. Recycling can also help build a stronger economy. It lowers waste management cost and cheaper production materials, and help save the environment. The environment can be protected by reducing pollution and reducing environmental impact from mining or extracting fresh raw materials. Cleaner air is also preserved when you recycle. 82 million tons of waste was recycled in 2006, and it is equal to taking 39 million cars off the road for a full year. It is a choice to recycle. The plastic bottles, paper scraps, and cans can't recycle themselves. It is up to you to make that choice. Recycling is a way of life. Once you make that decision and stick with it every day, it becomes like a second nature. I hope showing you how recycling and the reuse of good materials can help you make a difference for the future. Stand up for what you know is right and let your actions speak louder than your words.